Hello, this is Mary Polanco. Welcome back to the Live Well channel for another installment of the Wellness Note that I send out via email every Sunday. If you're listening to this on YouTube, you can opt in to receive those wellness notes right to your inbox. In the description box below, you'll see a link. Click that and add that. Don't forget to download your morning routine guide that I have free for you for signing up, and you will be able to receive all those wellness notes every Sunday. So this week I wanted to talk about a few things. First and foremost, happy Mother's Day to all of the wonderful mothers out there that are celebrating. Happy Mother's Day to all the women that we honor this day. This is a beautiful day today for me also because it is my birthday. And when I was a child, I didn't really take too kindly to celebrating my birthday and sharing it with my mother every few years. But now I see things completely different. And it was an honor to share Mother's Day and my birthday with her. Okay, so what am I want to talk about today? This past Friday, I attended one of the most inspirational events I'd been to in a very long time. I was honored to be a guest at the Women We Watch Tributes from the Men and Women of the U.S. Air and Space Force book launch. I was there for a few reasons. The first was because I had the honor of authoring one of the reviews in the beginning of the book. And the second was to moderate the discussion between the essayists who shared their stories in the book. And so I was moderating that with them. What is this book about, you ask? Well, it's a compilation of essays telling the powerful stories of valor, faith, resilience, and duty. Stories that give us a panoramic view into the ethos of women who help transform the lives of men and women in the U.S. Air and Space Force. So these stories are stories from airmen and from guardians who are talking about the women that shaped who they are. And they are so captivating. But more than that, this book is also a catalyst for good. All the essayists have voluntarily pledged 100% of the proceeds from this book to the Dream Bee Foundation. This is a 501 nonprofit to help fund grants to organizations working to eradicate child abuse and neglect. And Mrs. Charlene Keyes Bowen, she is the force of good behind this project. She's the founder of the Dream Bee Foundation, and wow, what an honor to have shared this time with her and to meet her. If you ever see her name listed as a keynote for an event, be at that event. I could have listened to her speak all day. She is just such a presence and just what a catalyst for good in this world. Can you just imagine the type of energy that gathered at this event to not only honor the women who helped mentor, guide, and inspire us, but the generous spirit that was present to help raise money and awareness in the fight to eradicate child abuse and neglect. I'm not exaggerating when I tell you I was on an emotional high the entire day. We laughed, we cried, we reflected. It was just so beautiful. So this brings me to the power of the share and what I want to talk about with you today. It's never easy for us to share parts of our journey that may be perceived by others as shameful or bad in some way. We're afraid. We're afraid of rejection, judgment, or just flat out being shamed. But the truth is, all that we are afraid of is actually standing in the way of us honoring our own journey and keeping us from inspiring others through theirs. The people who judge you or try to shame you are dealing with hurt themselves. It has nothing to do with you. They have not honored their own journey or offered themselves grace because they just don't have it yet. And they cannot give what they do not have. There's a quote I love from Brené Brown. She says, "One day you will tell your story of how you overcame what you went through, and it will be someone else's survival guide." So don't let fear of others' opinions stop you from being the light in someone else's life. The recipient and you will be better off for having shared the ups and downs of life. Also, the feeling you get when you're able to show up for someone else in a way that actually changes their life is like no other reward you can receive. I encourage you to reflect on this and to see if there is space in your life to share more about what you've gone through in the hopes of paving a smoother road for someone coming up behind you. Thanks so much for hanging out with me for this couple of minutes. I wish you all a wonderful Sunday, a wonderful rest of your week, and to those of you again celebrating, Happy Mother's Day. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.